Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm Ellie Jer, and man, oh man, woman, oh woman, I am so glad that you joined us here today in the cave. Man, so women. Ooh. Who just watched, maybe not for the first time, maybe the second or third time, watched Backlash coming from France? And I'm Irish, but damn, watching this show, I was all about Vive la France. And the Olympics are getting ready to pop off in France. And if this is indicative of the sports sensation, the just it of the fandom of sports that we're going to see going forward, hell, if we're going to do All in England every year, we need to do Backlash in Lyon, France every year, and probably a few other shows, because my lord, congratulations to France, congratulations to the WWE universe, and I consider myself part of the universe with my WWE brain, and Jay Tilly may or may not be as WWE-ish, and I tell you, this was fan-freaking-tastic. I almost said phenomenal, and if I would have said phenomenal, everybody starts chanting. Man, I mean, it was like from start to finish, you were getting warnings throughout with your cell phone, you know, just like when you're driving or you know, out and about, and your cell phone is telling you, hey, you know, I'm going to shut down because it's too hot, or be advised, it's too loud. You know, unfortunately, we end up getting Amber Alerts and stuff like that. But I had to watch it in sessions. You know what I mean? So Backlash was a lot. And I'm a huge, huge fan of professional wrestling and sports entertainment. And I am just going to give some mad freaking shout outs to Corey Graves and Michael Cole and the entire, you know, crew over there at, you know, WWE, TKO, Endeavor, everything, you know, acknowledging what the wrestlers / sports entertainers have done in their previous lives during during this show. I mean, that says a lot. That's just like the utmost confidence that they have in their product, saying, hey, Toma Tonga and Loa coming over, you know, they did a lot of great things. 7-time tag team champions. Loa was in NXT. I think he did a cup of coffee on the main roster, but didn't stick. And this was a minute ago, but just absolutely phenomenal. Thank you to Corey Graves and Michael Cole. Great job. So the card, whoever booked it, I'm gonna, you know, go out on a limb and say it was Triple H, and he worked the card, and, you know, just like Bully Ray says, you know, you want to come out with you know, Detroit Rock City and end with Party All Night, and it was from start to finish. Everybody was like, all right, watch this, hold my beer, boom bada bing, and Um, huge Kevin Owens fan. I buy his WrestleMania shirt every year because it's just different, and it's very unique, and and Kevin Owens is a unique individual to begin with, and I think he and RKO really brought an awesome flavor to the card. Now, Kevin Owens as a face, and Randy as a face, it's different. It's very unique, and Randy could probably play both sides at the same time, but right now he's a face. And it's just a matter of time before he moves heel, wins a couple more titles, and becomes the 17-time world champion. Will it be against, Damian Priest? Will it be against Cody Rhodes? Will John Cena, win another championship? And who will that championship, be against? And, all of that is going to be very interesting going down the road. Road, you like that, Cody Road? Now, we are danger close to WrestleMania 41, and the odds are in. You like what I did there too? So the odds are that it's going to be in Vegas, and I was thinking that all along when Jay Tilly and we were sitting in Philly, and sure as shit, here we are. And Jay Tilly and I, and however this is gonna, settle out, we will make our happy ass way over to Mania in Las Vegas. Now, Ellie Jair and Jay Tilly, you guys said you weren't gonna go to WrestleMania again. Correct. I am going to go to Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. I am going to do everything in Vegas that is wrestling oriented, sans Mania. And not that Allegiant won't be great, not that, we will do things differently. We would both book aisle seats, so we would be sitting across from each other so we could have a little bit of space because we're both big dudes. But I'm jacked to the nines, and we'll go to a casino. I'll make sure that I can put a earbud in and listen to WrestleMania. So kudos to the WWE Universe, and on the heels of Backlash announcing that WrestleMania 41 will come to you, us, the WWE Universe, from Viva Las Vegas. And I can't effing wait. Now, what can I wait for? I can't wait to see what's going to, how the main event is going to evolve. Because right now, what is, odds-on favorite, again, odds, we're talking about Las Vegas and rolling some dice and playing some cards, and you bet your ass I'm going to be playing some effing craps and let it ride, and I am going to make my happy ass way over to a blackjack and roulette table. Oh man, I'm getting so excited, and I was super excited watching this show coming to you from Lyon, France. And they came out swinging. Great, great opening match with the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and it pretty much went how we thought. And if you're talking like a weekend betting odds while you're watching football or basketball or baseball or whatever, or if you're watching the NCAA's March Madness, you're going to go chalk. And there were no major surprises here with this pay-per-view. And, as much as I want to see main event Jey Uso carrying a championship, I don't necessarily think he is ready to be rocking the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Oh man, that's so messed up. He's a 11-time tag team champion. Him and Jimmy carried the titles for 622 days. Facts. I'm not facts. I don't disagree with that. However, you got to have the shoulders. You got to have the oomph to be able to carry a damn company on your shoulders. And I think Kofi Kingston was a great champion and very entertaining, along with his New Day brethren. Same thing with Biggie, and they were great champions. But it's like some wrestlers, sports entertainers, are better in a chase role. So watching Jey Uso chase down a championship, I think that's awesome. And he would be it's almost like this sounds like I'm talking shit, but like Drew McIntyre, he's over there talking smack to CM Punk, and CM Punk blows a kiss, and Damian Priest comes in and cashes in the Money in the Bank. Jey Uso would be the perfect sports entertainer to get cashed in on, because then you can turn around and go, woof, hey, we got someone to chase again, and the fans are going to get behind him. It's just me, Oos, and who does not vibe on that come up? You know what I mean? So we start the event. It's obvious that France is not going to go quietly into the night, and we get the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. They put on a freaking match. They break. Everybody gets broke off. Real talk. Tama Tonga is putting aloe on his back and is probably beat up from the feet up right now for what his body got put through between the kendo sticks, the chairs, off the top rope, and more chairs and more kendos. So shout out to Tama and what you put yourself through. You have definitely proven that you want to be a main event player. So Bloodline comes out victorious, and I am very interested in how Monday Night Raw is going to portray what happened to throughout the show. Well, why do you think that? They're Friday Night SmackDown. Okay, facts. But what happens is when you come into Monday night, they're going to talk about, the fallout from Backlash and words, right? So we roll into Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany. And Tiffany, I think she is going to be the bee's knees down the road. But tonight was not her night, although she really put on a great show. And, for everyone, who is watching these matches and ridiculing what the wrestlers and sports entertainers are doing, yeah, there was a couple of spots that were a little wonky, but I mean, it's human nature. You scoot over an inch or a foot or whatever, things happen. So congratulations to Bayley. I think she's a very deserving world champion, and Naomi really pushed the limits. I thought Tiffany looked great, and we got a Bayley victory. And, anytime you hear the Bailey to Belly, it just harkens back to, the hugger. But she's the role model. She's the face. She looked great. Everybody's gear looked tight as right. And, when Naomi got announced, she started pumping her arms, and everybody was like, woo, 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 woo. So, everybody was bought in. Great second match. And, I'm typically not a huge fan of a three-way match because it just gets wonky. Someone gets thrown out the ring, and then there's a fight, and then someone else gets thrown out the ring, and then there's a fight, and then they go along ringside, whatever. But it was a perfect balance. Perfect balance between inside and outside. And I would be interested to see who the producers were. I'm going to say Kid, Noble, and maybe Hayes. Maybe. I'd like to see if Shawn Michaels was anywhere listed, because Tiffany is a NXT product, and he was very involved in her, development, and he should be extremely proud in what he saw from Tiffany. And absolutely, she's a future World Heavyweight Champion. Then we get Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. We get Damian Priest, great entrance, great, just excellent presence as a champion. Jey Uso, and Jey Uso had this interesting entrance because it almost looked like some fireflies, were alive and well. Now, I didn't necessarily hate that because I was yeeting. I'm a yeeter. I don't think Jay Tilly's a yeeter. I'm a yeeter. He's a no yeet. So, we would have had that. And, Damian Priest retains. We've got new women's world tag team champions in Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And they look freaking awesome. And Jay Tilly and I, we were talking back and forth, and he was like, yeah, it's obvious she's got some things to work out. Hell yeah, she does. But I tell you, she's made for this sports entertainment thing, you know what I mean? She is made different. And when she made a comment during the press conference, I've got a 7-year-old at home, that to me hit different as a parent, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to be a role model, and there's a difference between being a leader, being a manager, and being a boss. And, you've got people who are going to cut and paste an email, and they're going to say words, and you will do this, dictate, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, bet. That's, awesome. Acknowledge, I read the email, next slide, we move on. Then you've got a boss who is just sitting there and they don't necessarily know what's going on. They're just like, hey, this is what you're going to do. You're like, dude, for real? And then you got a leader who is in the mix, shoulder to shoulder with you, man, woman, or child, and you're like, hey, I'm going to follow this person to the nth degree because they understand what I'm going through from the bottom to the top. And that's how I feel with what Paul Tripp's got going on, right? And he's like, hey, he's gone through the ringer from being terrorizing to Paul Levesque, and what they've got going on is really hitting, and I think they nailed it with Jade Cargill. And whoever her handler is freaking nailing it. And kudos to Mark Henry for finding her and bringing her to AEW and making her the longest reigning TBS champion. And cultivating that athletic prowess into what we got and what we're seeing today. And I'm just amazed and I'm excited what we're going to see down the road going forward, because Jade Cargill's built different, and it's not just her build, her physique, her look. It's across the board. She's just different, and I think my girl is gonna I think Jade is gonna be different and really going to set the sports entertainment world on fire. And once she gets not as green, and we get Charlotte back with 2 healthy knees, whew, that is going to be the barometer for success. And she's going to learn a lot from Bianca Belair. And if Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill go heel, my word, how awesome would that be? And I think that EST character is totally perfect for heel work. But I'm not on the payroll. I'm just on WWE.com shop and buying T-shirts and titles and what have you. So as you look over my shoulder here, you'll notice I'm rocking the Cody Rhodes title that came from the Nightmare Factory, and then this beautiful All Atlantic, which is now the International Championship. And then one of the most historic titles that's not talked about is the America's Championship from the Sarge. And looking forward to seeing, hopefully we'll get to see the Sarge in June when we're in St. Augustine for the River City WrestleCon. So man, there is so much wrestling going on, I don't even know what to do. So we just had an awesome pay-per-view. Shout out to Damian Priest. He retained his championship in a very exciting match. Excellent main event with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles in one-on-one competition. And AJ Styles can go down and say, yeah, I wrestled Dusty, I wrestled Dustin, and I wrestled Cody. So, kudos to AJ. Great match. Looked phenomenal. See what I did there? Looked great. Gear looked great. And my guy is freaking jacked. And, good thing we're not, we don't have Vince around and, the whole Contra laboratories getting tested and stuff. I'm sure he's doing it the right way, because he mentioned specifically that his fitness and his physique starts in the kitchen, and he's eating better, doing the right thing, and whooping it on. So kudos to him and everything. So we've got a new member of the bloodline, and this bloodline story is ever evolving, and I cannot wait to see what Friday Night SmackDown is going to bring to us, and I know it's going to be super entertaining. Oh, you don't know? Believe me, I know. It is going to be uber entertaining, because they're going to announce who the bloodline is. There's probably going to be another bloodline member, and they're going to put the WWE Universe on notice. And, Paul Heyman, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason, right? He has led three of the top 5 title reigns between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. And, he's shoulder to shoulder with the new bloodline in what Solo Sikoa's got going on. Now, is Solo Sikoa someone that you're going to put the world title on right now? No. But he is absolutely must watch. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Tama and Loa as tag team champions here in the near future, and them thumping Austin Theory and Waller would not be a stretch, especially how snarky Waller was most recently. So, hey, so I'm Ellie Jair. On behalf of Jay Tilly, thanks for joining us here in the No Shave Man Cave. To everyone who's been bitten by the injury bug, please take your vitamins, drink your milk, follow the doctor's orders. I'm sure everybody's going to Alabama with Dr. Armstrong getting fixed up. Looking forward to that. We'll drop a couple of injury updates to see where everybody is, what's going on, and keep everybody up to date. So keep on keeping on. Like, follow, subscribe. Keep checking us out here at the No Shave Man Cave, wherever you get your socials, from Threads to Blue Sky to Instagram to X to YouTube to wherever. Keep checking us out. Thank you. On behalf of Jay Tilly, I'm Ellie Jair. Please enjoy your Cinco de Mayo weekend, and wherever you are, make sure you're looking out for your fellow man, woman, and child. To our brothers and sisters in arms, thank you so much for what you do for this great country. Hurry up, get your ass back, because you're needed back here on this U.S. soil. And until next time, my friends, my fam, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the floor.